So this is just a video running through my learning resource that I've created for teaching transition pieces in a classroom. So here I have a transition piece I've made in Solidworks using a couple of features in the sheet metal tab. So this is a transition piece going from a rectangular duct into a circular duct here, and I would basically kind of use this in class as a supplementary aid to my first learning resource, in which I'd hand out templates to students, and they could kind of create a transition piece model themselves rather than me just kind of creating one that I would show to the class. So I would send this to students, and if we were using the classroom or the computers in class, they could kind of manipulate this transition piece themselves, and they could kind of see the individual triangular surfaces here that would be used in the triangulation method to create our transition piece. And that's a kind of an important factor of students kind of conceptualizing the idea behind, or the principles behind, transition pieces as a triangulation method is kind of a big part of that, and getting them to understand and visualize that kind of concept is important for them in understanding this topic. So if I go into if I use the flatten feature here as well, we can see how it flattens that transition piece out and essentially gives us a development of that transition piece. And again, we can highlight to the students, or they can see themselves, as if they can manipulate this part themselves. They can see the individual kind of triangles here that are used in the triangulation method, and they can kind of, from a practical sense, they can see how this could be manufactured as well, and also how we can get from a transition piece to a development, and also and vice versa, how we can get from a development and create that transition piece, as the students would also be using a template of a cutout like this, and then folding along the lines of the triangles on the development to create their transition piece like this. So it's kind of a visual aid, along with them kind of creating the model themselves. It's a form of active engagement for the students as well, and it kind of can help them understand and visualize it better. So that's just the learning resource there. Thanks very much.